Hello, Matinix! Ngayon naman ay i-elaborate ko sa inyo kung paano magsulat ng standard equation ng circle given different properties of circles. Okay, so naintindihan nyo ba yung lesson? Naintindihan tuloy. Naintindihan nyo ba yung lesson ninyo na nasa libro at saka sa PowerPoint? Kung hindi, okay, ito na yon. Ayan, i-discuss ko na sa inyo ng mas maliwanag. Okay? Ngayon pa lang, sinasabi ko na kung meron kayong katanungan sa discussion na ito, ay mag-comment kayo sa comment section sa FB page natin. Okay? Hindi dito sa YouTube, kundi sa FB page para makita ko agad-agad at mano-notify ako. Okay? So, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, siguro pindutin nyo na ngayon yung subscribe button at saka yung notification bell para sa ganun kapag may na-upload akong bagong Tagalog tutorial ay makikita nyo agad. Ano? Kung ayaw nyo naman, okay lang. Kasi magpo-post lang din naman ako dito sa FB page natin. Okay. So, simulan na natin. Hinaan ko lang ng konti yung ating background music. Ayan. Okay. So, number 1. Actually, there are 10 sets of properties of circles wherein we can be able to write its equation. Hanggang 10 ito. Okay. Pero, hinati-hati ko yung ating tutorial ng dalawa-dalawa para sa ganun hindi naman kayo maumay. Ano? Okay. So, this time, given its center and radius. Okay, center and radius. Halimbawa, ang center ng circle natin ay 5 and negative 8. Ayan, nakikita nyo ba? Cute ba yung sulat ko? And our radius is, let's say, 7. Okay, so ano yung equation ng circle natin na ang center ay 5 and 8 at ang radius ay 7. So, napakadali lang. In writing the standard equation of circles, which is in the form x minus h squared or quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared, all we need are the values of h, k, and r. Ayan. Kung may values na tayo ng h, k, and r, napakadali na lang isulat yan. So, ang h natin ngayon, tulad ng na-discuss in the previous slides or in the PowerPoint, h or center, the center of a circle or the coordinates rather of the center of a circle is in the form h and k or represented by h and k, where h represents your abscissa or your x coordinate and k represents your ordinate or your y coordinate. Ayan. So, dito, ito ang h natin and ito ang ating k. Ayan. So, our h is 5, our k is negative 8, and our r, of course, is 7. And then, we are just going to substitute this given to our formula or our equation. So, therefore, we have now x minus, since that is minus, our h is 5, quantity squared, plus, di ba, nangungopya ka lang, y, minus, negative 8. So, negative times negative equals, yes, positive 8. Quantity squared equals our r. Our r is 7. So, 7 squared. Ayan. But then, we are not yet done since this can still be simplified. Okay? So, for our final answer, we have x minus 5, quantity squared, plus y plus 8, quantity squared, equals 7 squared is, yes, 49. So, here is the equation of our circle whose center is has the coordinates 5 and -8 and a radius of 7. As simple and as easy as that. Okay? Now let us proceed to our next example. Given its center and a point. This time, our center is at 5 and 6. And our circle passes through the point 9 and 4. So we have here a graph. But do not worry, when I will be giving you an some tasks like this, I will not require you to draw the graph. Okay? So, yung process lang ang susundan natin. Kaya ko lang nilagay yung graph dito para makita ninyo kung paano nangyayari yung mga bagay-bagay. Ayan. Okay, so ilocate muna natin yung ating center. I hope you have already mastered plotting points on the Cartesian coordinate plane. So, we have here 5. Ito yung 5 natin. Kasi ito yung ating graph. Nakikita nyo ba sa camera? Ayan. Okay. So, ito yung 5. And then 6. So, here is our center. Yan ang center natin. Lapit ko ng konti yung camera. Oops, huwag kayong mahihilo. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. So, ito yung ating center. And then, our circle passes through the point 9 and 4. So, where is 9? Here is 9. And there is 4. Okay, so here is our point. 9 and 4. Okay, so, ayan. Now, if we're going to draw a line from the center to this point, ayan, straight ba? Nako, straight yan. Kung hindi straight yan sa paningin ninyo, may problema kayo sa mata. Kaya straight yan. Nasaan na ba yung ruler? Tingnan nga natin. Oh, may problema kayo sa mata kapag hindi yan straight. Tingnan natin. Okay. Ayan, more straight na siya. Ayan. So, ano ang nabuo natin? Connecting the two lines? Of course. That is now our radius. O, diba? So, hahanapin lang natin yung distance from this point to that point. Then, meron na tayong radius. Bakit radius yung hinahanap natin? Kasi meron naman na tayong center, which has the values of H and K. So, our H is equal to 5. Ayan. And then, our K is equal to, oops, ayusin ko lang ng konti yung ating camera para makita niya. Ayan. Okay, our K is equal to 6. And our R is unknown. Kaya hinahanap natin yung R. So, by getting the distance or determining the distance from this point to that point, then we will be able to solve for R. So, ano yung formula natin for distance? Can you still remember? Grade 7. So, distance is equal to the square root of x sub 1 minus x sub 2 quantity squared plus y sub 1 minus y sub 2 quantity squared. Bakit ma'am, yung tinuro ng teacher namin noon, x sub 2 minus x sub 1, y sub 2 minus y sub 1. It's okay, pareho lang yon. Pareho lang din ang lalabas. Okay? Kasi may square naman yan. Ma'am, kasi ang lalabas ay negative. May square po yon. Okay? Magiging positive pa rin. So, we have now the distance is equal to square root of our x sub 1. This will serve as our x sub 1. And then with this is y sub 1, x sub 2, and y sub 2. I hope you are still following me. Okay, so we have x sub 1 is 5 minus our x sub 2 is 9 squared plus y sub 1 is 6 minus y sub 2 is 4 squared. Okay, then we have the square root of 5 minus 9 is equal to negative 4 squared plus that will be 2 squared. Then we have this equal to square root of that will be 16 plus 4. Then our d is equal to square root of 20. Ma'am, hindi eksakto. It's okay. Don't worry. Okay? So, for me, I'm not going to extract the root of this. You know why? Because that will be squared and we'll just going to waste time if we are going to extract the root. So, now that we have the distance, then that will be considered as your value of r. Ayan. So, meron na tayong value ng r. Then, we can already write our equation. So, we have x minus 5 quantity squared plus y minus 6 quantity squared equals square root of 20, our r, squared. Ayan. So, di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo huwag nyo nang i-extract because we can cancel it later. So, we have now our final equation, x minus 5 quantity squared plus y minus 6 quantity squared equals 20. As simple and as easy as that. Okay, if you have any question with our first two examples, write your comments or write your questions at the comment section down below. Okay, so dito muna. Proceed to our next video. Clip for the third and the fourth example.